Jamie with HardRockChick.com, and I'm here with Charles and Scott from Abysmal Dawn. How are you guys today?
Good.
Awesome.
Doing good.
All right. So we're at the White Rabbit in San Antonio, and they're about to play a set opening for Kataklysm. You guys just had an album come out. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, it's our third album, our second album for Relapse. It's the first album with Scott on drums. A little bit of a lineup change this time. But yeah, I mean, let's see, Eric Rutan mixed it, and Mike Baer helped produce it, and we went to John Haddad again for drums and reamping and stuff, where he lives now, actually. It's funny. But yeah, I mean, I think it's our strongest effort so far, definitely, and, you know, like production and music, like songwriting and everything, like performances and everything, so yeah.
We're happy.
Yeah,
and it's called Leveling the Plane of Existence?
Yeah.
It sounds like there's a philosophy behind that. What would you say that is?
Well, basically, it's sort of about renewal and setting the planet back to zero, and it came at a time in my life where a lot of things in my life were being set back to zero, I guess, and starting over. So, I guess the theme of the album is sort of renewal, and so yeah, that's sort of where it's stemming from.
I feel you on that. Yeah. So y'all are from LA.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe the metal scene in LA these days? And how do you fit into it?
It's good. I mean, I guess predominantly it's more of a thrash scene these days.
Metal speaking.
Yeah, and as far as metal goes, there's still a vibrant death metal scene there. I think there's some great bands like, Reciprocal or Isolation and Infamy, and I don't know, there's a ton of good LA, Sadistic Intent, and bands have been around for a long time. We've always had great death metal. There's a good black metal scene as well, But yeah, I guess as far as where we fit in, I don't know, it's weird because we've always been sort of more melodic and maybe a little more European influenced than most bands from LA, and in this album we've kind of blended sort of our technical American death metal roots with our European, like, sort of songwriting, influence in there. So, yeah, I mean, we've always stood apart, I guess, in some way in the LA scene.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's also really cliquey out there. It's like a lot of the time when you play with different like local bands, it's like you have like a group of people that come to see the opener, and then once they get done playing, they go out in the parking lot and like party, and then we play. I mean, it depends. Like some nights it's really good. Like on this tour especially, it's been good. Like
because you're from the Bay Area, right?
Yeah.
So how would you compare it to the Bay Area metal scene right now?
I'd say the Bay Area metal scene is probably better. Yeah. Honestly, I think it is. Like everyone sticks around, and they're not like fans of one style of like music or metal, or they like, if it doesn't matter what band's playing, if it's like Creator or Cannibal Corpse, it doesn't matter. Everyone comes out,
Yeah, I mean the LA scene's it's kind of competitive.
Yeah. There's so many shows.
Yeah.
Like when we played the other night, DSI and Belfagor were playing right down the street, not even a block away. So it's and that happened like 2 or 3 times so far on this tour.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So let's talk death metal for a while. What do you think attracts someone to that genre of metal as a fan?
I don't know. It depends. I mean, I guess, there's people from all different types of walks of life. I think whether it's like personal frustrations and personal struggles that you've gone through in your life, or it's I don't know, like musically speaking, it's a
brotherhood sort of?
Yeah, well, but I mean, like as far as like it's a musician's genre as well, so there's a lot of musicians are drawn to it. I felt drawn to it, especially when I was growing up, and like the guitar hero was pretty much gone, but death metal was sort of like the last bastion of like having like solos and stuff like that. And now I mean, and then like Scott's saying, there's like a bond, between this type of music and the people that come out, and like it just has like a sort of anti-social, like anti-culture or subculture, you know, that, you know, I've always been drawn to, you know, not, as you can kind of tell, we're not very pro-establishment if you read our lyrics or anything. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, same with like punk rock and stuff like that. But I guess I agree with like a lot of the ideology behind like punk and hardcore and stuff. But like as far as like musically, I've always been drawn to the technicality and the musician aspect and as well, and that's what I like about death metal too.
It's a good combination.
Yeah.
Who would you say is your favorite band, and how is that reflected in your music?
I don't really have a favorite band.
Yeah.
I have influences I've grown up with and I've, you know, obviously love, but I wouldn't say I have a favorite band.
Yeah. You know? Mine would be Hypocrisy.
Yep.
Anything Peter Tadgren
It's just so, I don't know.
It's a tough question,
so
but
bold
it's valid.
to say, like,
yeah.
favorite band. Yeah.
Metal at least probably be Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
For me.
What about not metal?
Oh shit. Fuck, I don't know, dude. I guess
you can't say fuck in the interview.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I guess just like.
Well, shit. No, I was kidding.
I don't know. I like Motley Crue and like White Snake and stuff.
Oh yeah.
He likes a lot of cock rock.
Skid Row.
Yeah. He likes a lot of cock rock that I can't stand. I like it a lot of angry white woman music.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Tori Amos.
Tori Amos and like
Fiona Apple.
Fiona Apple. Where he's listening to Amy Whitehouse yesterday. He's like, he's so
God.
pissed.
That's awesome. All right. So how about on this tour? And what's been your favorite show so far and why?
Yeah, Seattle was really good for us. Chicago was awesome.
What made Seattle so great?
Oh man,
this crowd was insane.
Yeah.
They were moshing like the whole time. People were like, we had a wall of death going.
Yeah.
You know, like people were just really responsive and crazy for us. You know, like it just always feels good when we play Seattle. It's one of our favorite places.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I heard you had a little Canada issue.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Scott, take it away.
They wouldn't let me in because I had a criminal record that actually got expunged the day after.
Oh,
so
great timing.
Yeah, exactly. So I shouldn't have an issue getting in the next time unless, of course, the Canadian government decides to hold a grudge against me. But
we love you, Canadian government.
But we love you. You guys are great. I eat maple syrup all the time.
Yeah. I was a Mountie in my past life.
I won't do a follow-up question on that one.
That's good. Let's keep it like that. Don't get in trouble.
All right. So to wrap things up, what do you guys have coming up this summer?
Oh yeah.
Well, we're coming back with Hate Eternal, Origin, and Vital Remains.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's going to be a really good tour for us, I think, and it's really, I mean, it's cool as like a straight death metal package. You know, like you don't get a lot of that. I mean, these days. I mean, this tour is mixed, but it's going really well actually.
Yeah.
We like all the fans. You know, they're just metal fans, so that's good. Well, we weren't sure what to expect because sometimes you know some of these scenes, some of the fans are just like so scene oriented and not real music fans. But you know, All Shall Perish, they have fucking
all kinds
real
of fans.
Fucking metal fans, you know, and they're a fucking killer band, you know. Awesome. So it's a pleasure touring with those guys, and Conducting for the Grave guys are really cool, and fucking
Kataklysm
guys
are
live.
awesome.
And Kataklysm's awesome. Decrepit Birth, awesome. So it's just a really cool like mixture of bands, and like
you get
everyone
exposure to different
crossovers.
fans.
Everyone crosses over really well.
Well, have a great show tonight. Hope you're coming back to Texas on your next tour, and I hope the San Antonio crowd proves to be make this the best show for you.
Cool.
So,
Thank you.
Great. Thanks.
Thanks.
Closer to death.